Welcome to St. Thomas, where every curve in the road reveals a postcard perfect view.
With turquoise waters, island views, and lush hillsides, the island's beauty will leave you breathless.
In this video, we're taking you to the 3 most stunning overlooks you won't want to miss. Charlotte Amalie Overlook, Drake's Seat, and the legendary Mountaintop.
Let's start with the first one you'll hit as you head up from town, the Charlotte Amalie Overlook.
So the first lookout you get to coming from Charlotte Amalie is the Charlotte Amalie Overlook, and wow, it is gorgeous.
Yes, we got lucky. The sun is shining. It is beautiful, and it's only about maybe 10 minutes from downtown Charlotte Amalie, so it's not far off the cruise ships.
Not far. In fact, it's kind of at the intersection of highways
35 and 40.
35 and 40, just right at the top of the hill. So let's turn the camera around. And wow, look at the view. All right, starting in the right, way over in the distance in a clearer day, you can see it better, is
St. Croix.
St. Croix. So that's really neat, way out there. Of course, you might be able to see the cruise ship right there. That's Crown Bay Cruise Port. Of course, there are all sorts of ways to get here. Taxis, also the safari buses. As you pan around, you can see the bay, and that's where the seaplanes land, right down there.
And then that's Water Island.
Yeah, Water Island. It's supposed to be a great place to go. We plan to do a right side video on that. Has the famous honeymoon beach over there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. All right, so panning around now, you can see downtown Charlotte Amalie. The boardwalk is beautiful.
And then you see the other port, which is Haven Sights.
Yeah,
right?
I think it's Haven Sight Port. Right there, no ship in today, so if there was a ship, you could see that a little bit better. And then right above there, you see the Sky Ride.
That was fun.
Yeah.
You get a great view at the top of that ride.
Yeah, that's another right side video, so this is kind of a bonus tip. We're not including that in a full segment, but that is a great view as well. Kind of the view of the other side of Charlotte Amalie. That's the first stop on the best overlooks of St. Thomas. You won't want to miss the Charlotte Amalie Overlook.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
All right, now on to the next one. It's a beautiful one too, Drake's Seat.
Oh, I can't wait.
All right, let's go. Now for the second stop at Drake's Seat, and wow, what a view.
Oh man, this is incredible, especially on a sunny day. It is beautiful.
Drake's Seat's only about, what, 2 minutes from the Charlotte Amalie
maybe
Overlook?
even less. I mean, it didn't take us any time. We turned a corner and we were here.
Yeah, so, on Route 40. So let me flip the camera around. Of course, this is the famous Magens Bay. Wow, look at the beautiful blue.
That white
ocean.
Sand beach, and I love the aquamarine colors. So beautiful.
Magens Bay is considered one of the most beautiful beaches in the Caribbean. It is gorgeous. Wow.
Got some boats out there, and then if you look out in the distance, there are several little islands dotting the landscape, and one huge island, which is
in the British Virgin Islands, Tortola.
Yes, we're gonna go there, so watch for videos about that. We're excited. We've never been to a British Virgin Islands, so we'll check that out. But
this is so
gorgeous.
beautiful. And actually, this is the Atlantic side. So even though it's only about 2 minutes away from Charlotte Amalie Overlook, it's a totally different scene over here, obviously. Wow.
So peaceful. There's
lovely
lots of, they bring the tourists up here, of course. It's a great spot to grab some pictures.
Yeah, so why do they call it Drake's Seat?
No, there's a seat, I know.
All right, yeah, let me turn the camera around, I'll show you the seat. All right, so turn it around here, right across the street. In fact, Becky, let's go ahead and go on up.
All right, but watch for cars because they fly through here.
Yeah.
Even the big cement trucks fly through here.
Yeah, look at this. And look at a blind turn right here. Look at that.
Yeah, so be very careful crossing.
So here's Drake's Seat right here. Wow. So this is named for Sir Francis Drake, the English privateer pirate, not pilot, pirate. And legend has it that Sir Francis Drake would sit up here and overlook the ocean and trying to look out for the Spanish.
So he could loot them.
Yeah, Francis Drake would loot Spanish ships and Spanish towns. And he did such a good job at being a pirate that Queen Elizabeth knighted him Sir Francis Drake. The Spanish still today consider him a villain.
I don't blame them.
Yeah.
Now the English liked him, he gave them all their gold.
Yeah. So I can just imagine Sir Francis Drake sitting here, right?
In his concrete bench.
Yeah. Kind of relaxing, having a cool drink, overlooking the Caribbean. Actually, some guy that owned all this property, I think he owned several hundred acres, he gave it to the island. And this was erected, I think, sometime in the 1960s.
Yeah,
in honor
it's got
of
some wear and tear.
In honor of Sir Francis Drake. So,
but it's awesome.
Yeah, you're going to want to come up here and sit where supposedly Sir Francis Drake would survey the Atlantic Ocean. All right, so Drake's Seat, a beautiful, beautiful spot. Now on to the highest peak on St. Thomas.
Mountaintop.
Yeah, Mountaintop's really cool. It's got an even better view and also has like this huge warehouse gift shop.
Yes, it's amazing. I can't wait. And I guarantee you the drive is going to be fun.
Oh yeah, it's not going to be 2 or 3 minutes. It's like, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes of windy roads.
Yes.
All right, so we better take off. So we have made it to Mountaintop.
Yes, and it is crazy up here.
Yeah, this is the highest point on St. Thomas. From Drake's Seat, what, about 10 minutes?
Yeah, oh, maybe even less than
maybe
that.
A little bit less.
Because we thought it was going to be longer, but it wasn't too bad.
And it is windy, curvy roads, but well worth it. And at the top of Mountaintop is this big kind of a souvenir shop. So there's a big parking area down here.
Yes, and you didn't tell me there were going to be pirates here.
Oh, there's all sorts of pirates. I took a lot of great pictures of Becky by the pirates. And so what they have you do is walk through the gift shop as you make your way to the view. And it's one of the most amazing gift shops I've ever seen.
There is a ton of options, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, there is everything you would ever want when you come to St. Thomas. So you can spend a lot of time just shopping, finding some, and one thing I've noticed about this place, they have a lot of unique St. Thomas shirts. But as you make your way through the gift shop, at the very end is the entrance to the outdoor viewing area.
Yes, and all of this is free. There's no cost to come up here, so that's a nice bonus. So far, actually, none of the overlooks have any cost to them. So.
Like Becky said, it's all free of charge, but I'm sure you could spend a lot of money in this gift shop. And right behind us There is the view. So here's the grand reveal right here. All right, Becky, let's go.
Let's go. It's breezy.
Oh, wow.
View of Magens Bay.
Yeah, look at this view. And yeah, you're so much higher up here than anywhere.
And even though that was a short drive up here, you can tell the weather's changed a little bit. Now it's starting to drizzle a little bit, but the view is still spectacular.
Here's something kind of neat too, is they have a picture of the islands, so you can see which each one is. So you can kind of spot, like we said, Tortola over there on the right. Kind of in the center is another British Virgin Island, Jost Van Dyke.
And then way far to the right is St. John's.
Yep, you can actually see St. John from here.
Mm-hmm.
So wow, this is so neat. Oh, you could really stand up here forever, just admiring these views, taking a lot of selfies.
Yes, I love all the islands just poking out. That's so cool.
Look at how blue that water is on Hans Lolek Island.
I love
right
that.
there. Look how bright blue that is.
That just seems like that would be a great spot to dock your boat, you know, or just put your anchor down and do some snorkeling or something. We need a boat, babe.
Oh, we do. We're going to have to get a boat. So, wow. All right, so those are the 3 kind of top spots to have great views in the island of St. Thomas.
Yes, now there are some along the way, but don't stop because the roads are not wide enough for you to stop and take pictures. You got to wait till you get to an approved location.
Yeah, so make sure when you come to the island of St. Thomas, check out those 3 sites. You won't be sorry.